Good morning, everybody. It's Javier, and I'm excited to be with you here this morning to share with you information about a platform that has been a game changer for my team and a lot of other teams across the company and across the entire world as it relates to marketing. As you guys know, my primary focus is marketing, no matter what industry I might be working in. It's no fun if you don't have the clientele, and especially when we talk about what we're going to talk about today, which is leverage the power of travel incentives. When it comes to your FFS business, it's been a game changer for me because it allowed me to dramatically increase my retention. I was at the convention like so many of you were last week, and during my actual presentation, I showed screenshots of my commission statements for that week that I was in Vegas, and it showed that the oldest IULs that I was getting were IULs from that were written up in 2006. That's a long time. And so I think that here at FFS, we can cheat when it comes to compounding of our income if you can hold on to the business, if you can keep your clients on the books. Otherwise, you're really just in the replacing business. And I hate that business. That's the business where you're making a sale this year to replace the ones lost that you wrote last year. And that's horrible because now you got the word running against you, people that are obviously not happy, surrender charges or whatever it might be, that replaced your product or let it lapse, if you would, and you'll never experience the power of what I refer to as true compounding income, meaning it's not just passive, it's residual, but it's compounding every single year, and it allows you to do just that. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Today, I'm not going to, quote, sell it to you. For those that were at the convention, I hope you saw the benefits behind it. What today I'm going to do is show you how the platform works, because we always talk about the travel incentives when in reality, we have two other incentives that the platform allows you to leverage as well. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, do you see Marketing Boost explained on the screen? Perfect. All right, so like I was saying, we're going to get into it. It's a little dry because I want you to understand the power of this platform. But before we get into it, I want to go over a few of our first things. First, I want to congratulate everybody that attended the convention this past week. And I mean, everybody, from regardless of what team you might be on. I want to say thank you for doing that. Mr. George Munoz, as you can see right there, collecting one of his awards and some of his teammates' awards as well. I mean, we had a great representation. We had a great synergy, energy. We had a team luncheon. I mean, it was the only thing that was not true, as they say, that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's not true, because a gentleman by the name of, well, this guy right here and a few other people came back with the little memento from Vegas, unfortunately. But I'm happy to report that everybody's doing well. Darn COVID is everywhere, as you know, and so we just got to be careful. So like I said, I'm just really glad that this gentleman right here, who was also getting recognized, was able to be with us. I don't know if he's there today. He might be just resting, as he should, but wanted to thank him and everybody else that was there as well. Andy was also recognized on the stage, and I just can't tell you how proud I am to have our teammates recognized for their continued efforts and commitments to their business, and most importantly, to the clients as well. I also want to recognize this gentleman, Mr. Alan Guerra. We had a workshop a couple of weeks ago, months ago maybe, and we did it in the city of Bellflower called the Kaizen Workshop. And I put up $500 to whoever went ahead and generated the very first Kaizen deal as of the date of that workshop. And it was going to be cash, the whole 9 yards. And the only thing that was, the only condition, of course, has got to be issued, but he is the very first across the finish line. So I want to congratulate Mr. Alan Guerra for doing that. I think it's a $25,000 a year deal, which is nice. And he's got a lot more coming from where that came from. So please join me in congratulating Mr. Alan Guerra on a job well done. So thank you so much, Alan. Great job. Congratulations. I don't know if he's on, but if he was, I was going to get his thoughts. But are you on, Alan? If not, we'll just keep moving and just in spirit congratulate him in a big old pat in the back. And for those of you that were there, as long as this baby, of course, funds, as we call it, meaning it's issued, then the contest is over. I had a few other people ask me, tell me they're working on a few more pieces of business, and keep it coming, don't get me wrong. But for me, the reason this is such a big deal, guys, is because of the simple fact that it validates to everybody that it's the real deal. It can be done. So if you've never funded or never actually had a Kaizen deal, this is your chance to get on the ball. One more thing for you to leverage in this great business we call FFS. So congratulations, Mr. Alan Guerra, on a job well done. Also, I want to congratulate our leader of the month for August of 2022, which is Mr. Andy Bayonne. He was actually at the convention. You saw him earlier getting recognized, and he's really doing great things. So I just want to take a moment to recognize him for all the efforts that he has. I don't know if Alan's on the line, but I know Mr. Andy has a couple of deals going on right now, including an $800 a month IUL. And I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but I think in the last 2 weeks, he has five, or I don't know if Alan's on. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, thank you, Javier. Yeah, Pastor Andy is doing wonderful. He has 5 applications just simply in the last 2 weeks, including an $800 a month IUL. He's submitting. He's looking at 2 more this weekend that I helped him with, including an annuity. So he's really doing really well. Congratulations to Pastor Andy Bayonne.
Perfect. Congratulations, Pastor. And I just want to also congratulate him on something else. And what I want to go ahead and congratulate him on is I'm actually holding a different webinar at 10 a.m. Well, it's on how to market on social media. And I could literally write the entire presentation just on Andy's excellent, and I mean excellent, marketing skills when it comes to social media. So if you want to learn how to do that, look up Andy Bayonne on Facebook and simply copy what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. Look at how he's doing it. Congratulations. Now, I don't know if Andy's on, or maybe he's too busy writing another IUL, but Andy, are you on? All right. Well, if not, just know that we congratulate you, salute you, and challenge you to go ahead and do that. I was going to tell him that he's going to get a $100 gift certificate, but he's not here. So you have to be present to win, or maybe we should just give it to him. What the hell? But either way, I just wanted to say congratulations, Andy, for, again, validating the power and the simplicity. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of moving parts to this thing, but we'll help you. If you don't know what you're doing quite yet, then you got great leaders like Alan that will help you. And we have other great trainers and leaders and agents here that will help you with whatever you've got going on. Before I go on any further and wrap it up, I do have an announcement from Mr. George Munoz that's going to just remind everybody. He is opening up his team webinar this Monday for members that are interested in it. Mr. George, are you on?
Yeah, I'm right here, Javier. No, just real quick, everybody, and I don't know if you could display the link, Javier, while I'm talking.
Okay.
But yeah, I am opening up my Monday webinars. They're every Monday at 10, and we're really trying to step up the webinars by bringing on guest speakers from carriers. Right now, currently, we have a very important webinar coming up on August 15th, where we have booked Shirley Liu to come and speak to our entire team. She's going to talk about, how she reached the Diamond Club, the $1 million mark, being the third $1 million earner in the company. And she'll probably talk about her book, if you guys haven't gotten it, that she printed, that's available on Amazon. I'm sure she'll share a little bit about that book. I have it myself, and there's some great tips. So if you guys want an opportunity to actually talk to somebody that's actually really making it happen, making over $1 million a year, doing exactly what we do, then don't miss the webinar on August 15th if you can help it.
Is it WebChat GM?
WebChat GM. So WebChat, my initials.com, WebChatGM.com.
Okay, well, let me just put it here on the screen. Hold on, please, and I'll go ahead and get this going. Just let me know, George, if you can view it, if you can see it. Do you see it on the screen?
It's spinning. So it looks like it's trying to get on.
George, I'm sorry, Rhett, do you see it? Maybe
it's on there.
Yeah,
okay.
We can see it.
I see it here.
Okay, I see it in the chat. And for those of you, if you guys want to be on my, reminder, I send out text reminders, email reminders of the webinar. Just simply send me an email. I'll type my email address in the chat box, and you want to be included in that, and I'll opt you in on there. So I'm going to put my email in there as well.
Perfect. All right, cool. And along those lines, I definitely think you should listen when, especially Shirley's going to be on board. And Shirley's one of our original 26. We had 26 EFCs when the company started, and before you knew it, only 6 were left out of the 26. So that gives you an example of her staying power. And she's a dear friend. I've been to her office many times, helping her out. She's been out here, and there's somebody you want to learn from. It's definitely her. Anything else, George, before I move on? Before I forget?
No, that's it. And we're looking to bring more guest speakers in the very near future onto that webinar, so you guys can learn from the very best.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, in the spirit of going on, I'm going to continue. If you have any questions for me, please do not chat. I don't check the chat box whatsoever. You're going to have to unmute yourself and talk away. It's faster. And let's get right into it. We're talking about Marketing Boost, which is a platform I've been a part of since 2017. This is an excellent way for you to increase your sales in an FFS to retain more business. Like I told you, the oldest commissions that I get paid for today are from 2006. And people ask me, how have you kept them on the books 2006? Well, number one, I sold it the right way. It was appropriate for them. They told me that they wanted to keep their policies forever because they never wanted to lose the peace of mind that they provide. However, in this industry, we have a very high, and I do mean very high, cancellation rate where people cancel or what we call surrender their policies. And the number one reason for that is agents fail to keep in touch with them. And then along comes somebody from another inferior company with a much inferior product replacing your business, all because you just simply never stayed in touch with them. And so Marketing Boost helps us solve that problem by, first of all, getting more business in the door. Number two, keeping more of that business on the books. Very, very important for you to do that. It also helps your recruiting. It can help you with everything you ever wanted to do as it relates to success here at FFS. And one of the biggest problems it solves is you have to understand and appreciate. I've seen literally, when I say thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people in my 17 years here at FFS, it's an understatement. And if you were to ask me, what is the common denominator that most people, when they're new, what do they have against them? I'm very honest when I simply say, and I'll bring this up here in just 1 second, because I want you, let me just back up a little bit here. So again, when people ask me, what is the number one challenge you see for people in FFS, which is the truth with any business, but in FFS, I always say that in the early years, when they are the most excited, when they are the most motivated, what they lack is the self-confidence to go out there and approach and talk to people. That is by far, and I mean by far, the biggest challenge that people have when they come on board. And so what does this platform do to fix that? Well, what it does, it gives people that, regardless of their level of confidence or lack of self-confidence, the ability to approach and contact people. Because most people feel that when they approach somebody to recruit them, or when they approach somebody to sell them something, they feel that they're asking for more than they're going to give that person in return. And it is true to a large degree, because that's why we're inviting them. And so we feel that it's a one-way street. I'm going to go up to my friend, my family member, whoever, an old customer of mine, to tell them about the IUL. And I know that from the moment I reach out to him or her, I'm going to be getting or receiving more than I'm going to give them. And deep down inside, our subconscious mind takes over and we just simply do nothing. It's not that there's an epidemic of people being told no, because that's not true. Our products sell themselves. The key is to get more prospects into your funnel, because once you put it into our funnel, the beauty is that the product takes care of itself. The sale will take care of itself, but how do you do that? And so one of the things that I teach everybody is something as simple as Vegas. I live in Southern California, so you have to choose a city that is within driving distance to where you're at. Hopefully, we have 120 destinations now. When I started with Marketing Boost, we only had 4. We're up to 120 plus. So if you're on the East Coast, maybe it's Orlando, maybe it's Branson, Missouri, maybe, I don't know. But for me, I'm very blessed that I live within driving distance of Vegas. And so I've built my business around Vegas giveaways. That's really what I do. And so there's more to it, which is why we are here. So Marketing Boost is the name of the company, which you see here on the screen. And so what it does, it helps businesses of all kinds go ahead and grow their sales by using vacation or travel incentives. We also have hotel gift cards. And then lastly, restaurant certificates. And I'm going to only focus on the travel incentives, but I just need you to be aware of all that you receive when you come on board as a client. This is especially important now because now that travel has recovered for the most part post-COVID, the price is going to go back up. And so I recommend that you lock in your savings right now. So what I'm going to do is go over a few things. Rat, can you just give me thumbs up if you can see the lady laying on the beach? Okay. And so what you're going to see right now is me just giving you a dry, and I do mean a little boring overview of everything that it offers, because I want to give you the 30,000 foot view, if you would, of what this is all about. And then I'm going to come in and narrow it down to FFS. Now, we also have people here from other industries today that somehow just want to know more about how it works. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about. First of all, understand that Marketing Boost is the industry leader. There is no number two. Number two would be a company based out of San Diego I used to work with many years ago that did kind of the same thing, but it only limited you to hotels. So you would have to give people hotel stays, kind of like we do. The difference was that over there, we had to pay $15 to $20 a certificate, and we had to buy them in batches of 10. So what that meant was there were only physical certificates, not digital. So once you bought 10 from them, they made their money. Now it's up to you to leverage it very carefully because they were very expensive. And not only that, but the other challenge that we had was that in that platform, they could not check in on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Check-in dates were only Monday through Thursday. And there were so many other restrictions that if you do the math, that if you gave away, let's just say 50 of these bad boys a month, that was a lot of money. And so when I'm telling you that here, that's not the issue because you pay one monthly fee and you get to give away as many of these things as you want. On top of that, the other company that I worked with before, they were only in the United States, whereas here they have offices, meaning that they actually work in not just the US, Mexico, Asia Pacific, Dominican Republic. This is where the actual workers for the company are based out of. But we have a 24/7 call center, travel specialized, it's key partners that I'm going to talk to you, and a lot of them. It's a very big operation. I know the owners very well. As a matter of fact, I got this PowerPoint from the owner of the company himself because I am one of the top users of this platform, and I have one of the largest bases of what are called affiliates, meaning people that have come in under me to use this as well. So basically, whatever I need to give me, and he even offered to be on it today. I told him I didn't want to do that because I want to keep it to life insurance. But again, we matter a lot to them because we bring them a good portion of their business. Our alliances are incredibly important because it's these hotels that you see on the screen that make this all possible. People ask me all the time, how can they possibly do this? How can they give away a 6-day, 5-night stay in Cancun, let's say? And the answer is that every single hotel, every single resort, rarely do they ever have 100% occupancy. And let's just say it's Easter or spring break week, they're not going to open it up to us. The rest of the year, wide open. And so it's all based on the very simple concept that when people go there, even if they give them the quote stay, the resort stay for free, 99.99% of the time, they still spend money. That's just the simplest way to put it. They are going to spend money. And I'm not talking about just in the resort, but outside the resort as well. And the big earner for most resorts, of course, is alcohol. And so even if you don't drink, you more than likely eat. And so you're going to spend money. I went on my very first trip before I even told my first agent or I told my first client about this. I jumped on a plane. I gave myself one of these vacations because you as an agent of this company, you can give yourself one of these vacations a year. And so what I did is I issued myself one of these vacations to Cancun. I joined in November. In December, I was already, or January, I was already in Cancun trying it out. And it was the real deal. So I'm going to start by asking everybody, please don't go all out on this until you at least try one destination, even if it's close to you. It can't be too close because you have to be at least 100, 150 miles away from the resort. So if you live in Orlando, you can't give yourself an Orlando vacation because you're too close. And the reason for that, very simple. They want you to spend money there. They don't want you to be the cheapo that comes in with the cooler from home and starts drinking your own beer and your own water and all that other good stuff. That's not what it's intended to do. This is intended to help you have good time, but spend money there as well. So here's just a few of the resorts, of the many resorts in 120 plus destinations, you're going to be able to do that. And so the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is going to be, of course, the vacation certificates. But I also need you to know that when you're a member of this platform, you can also give away what are called hotel gift cards. These are cash credits that you can give somebody. And I'll show you here in just 1 second that when they book through this one website, they can apply the money you gave them towards the cost of their hotel stay. I use it from time to time, not all the time, but I'm telling you, whenever I do need a quote hotel, in just a hotel, I start here because you get VIP pricing and then you get cash discounts on top of that. You can give away as many of those cards as you want. You can also give away as many of the hotel vacation stays as you want. I was speaking from the stage at the convention when Shirley Lou interrupted me, telling me how the year before she didn't believe it, but she did it. And she ended up giving her, I forget how many, 12, 20, I don't know, whatever it was, of her teammates. They got 20 rooms at the convention free. All they had to pay was the hotel taxes and any resort fees if the resort that they're staying at has it. Some do, some don't. Nowadays, most do. And so again, that's something they're going to pay regardless. They still have to pay for the hotel stay. You are saving them a lot of money on the hotel stay. And then the last thing I'm going to talk to you about, the restaurant certificates. This is my favorite because this is something that you, and I mean you personally, the person on this webinar needs to issue yourself immediately. And the way the restaurant certificates work, I'll show you just 1 second. It has you just simply either type in a zip code, your city name, or the Find Me location on the app, and it finds restaurants around you that offer you either 2 for 1 or 50% off restaurant meals. It's incredible. I was actually sitting with George at a restaurant, Italian restaurant, when I was telling him about this, because he's had this for years, but he's never used it. And so I broke out my dining advantage app, and he goes, I wonder, can we use it at this restaurant? Cantenario's, I think it's called. I go, I don't know. So I broke out the phone, I hit, boop, Find Me. It found me, and it gave me 50% off the entire check minus alcohol, which was incredible, just by showing him my phone. You can give those away to your prospects, to your friends, to your family, as many as you want with one single fee. So let's get into the vacation incentives. This is the moneymaker. This is basically, to be honest with you, the only thing I use because it helps me get a lot of business and it helps me get recruits. And of course, it helps me keep the business on the books. And so what this simply means is that you can go ahead and issue somebody a destination to one of many destinations. And I'll show you here in just 1 second, the few of them. My recommendation, don't get too crazy. One of my favorite ones is the one in Thailand, because in Thailand, they use only villas. Villa means that you actually have your own little house, its own pool. You wouldn't believe it. Now, the only thing that you have to pay with any of these certificates, like I said earlier, taxes and transportation. And so when you start to give people away vacation stays in Thailand for just calling you to say hello, they're not going to believe it. It's not going to work as well. Stick to basic stuff within the states that they think in their mind they can do, like Vegas, Orlando, whatever the case might be. That's going to give you a lot more success. So sales and marketing uses include prospect engagement. So I'll give you an example of at the end that if you do come on board as a client, I'm going to give you access to a library of social media templates that you can just simply replace with your name and your phone number and put it up there. So prospect engagement simply means that, for me, one of my favorite ones is people with children or grandchildren. Let me show you how to start a college fund for your child and give them a shot at the future they deserve. 4-day, 3 nights in Las Vegas for a 15-minute Zoom-based consultation. That's it. Very, very simple. Always put the carrot at the end, meaning that don't say, just call me and I'll give you the vacation. There has to be more to it. Once we meet, then I'll give you the vacation. That kind of a thing, to make sure that people are not just jerking your chain. Referrals. We have what we call the referral incentive program. If you give us 5 legitimate, 5 sincere, 5 good referrals, we'll give you a vacation certificate to Cancun. It's very, very cool. Now, I only use that with clients that know me because they'll know it's the real deal. And they do it. They do it all day long. Lead generation, if you're going to go out there and do offline marketing, flyers, postcards, and so on, this can help you generate that much more business. With teachers, the big, big deal is what we call pension maximization consultations, where we're going to show you how to maximize your pension and leverage it and complement it with tax-free income. And it's only 15 minutes long. It's going to be done via Zoom. Now, I've never done one in 15 minutes. It's going to take longer, but that doesn't matter because it's going to get them in the door. That's what we're trying to do, not sell them. We're trying to get them to actually make an appointment. You can do that. Contest, if you were at the convention, you saw, and I'm going to share with you guys right now the actual, and I'm going to do it right now, because when it comes to contests and sweepstakes, and then my favorite one that you see there, fundraisers, It works like a charm. Let me give you this right now so you understand what I'm talking about. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move pretty brisk. Hold on, because I got to get this done ASAP. So let me see. Okay, here we go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, and I'm going to fly through it. I'm not, because we're going to do a separate training on just church fundraisings, but the only ones that are going to be there, of course, are going to be the ones that I'm going to get an email. I actually can download who has the emails from people that joined, because if you haven't joined, there's no need to do this, and it's not mandatory. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you in 1 minute, so don't blink, what I'm talking about. That when I meet with the pastor, a decision maker, whether it be the anybody, the decision makers about the church fundraising campaign, which is what you are hopefully. Can you see that on the screen? Okay, so what you see here on the screen, and so what I'm talking about, pastor, I say, hey, pastor, let me ask you a question. Is there any one thing that you need to fix in this church, or anything that you need to, do to carry out your very noble mission? Yeah, we need a new refrigerator. We need new flat screen TVs because we want to get high tech here, or we need a camera to stream. Or how much is that? Well, $2,000. What if I can help you raise those $2,000 in 15 minutes? Would that help you? Yes. How? And then I break out my phone, my iPad. Well, I don't really care my laptop, but usually my phone, and I have this flip chart that I'm going to share with you guys right now. I'm going to actually put it in the chat in just 1 second. And so it explains the fundraising campaign. It flips over like a flip book. That's why it's called a flip book. And it talks about how fundraising is crucial to carry out their important noble missions, whether it be maybe worldwide mission to spread the gospel. Maybe they're helping children across the globe, or helping the less fortunate at home, simply maintaining and improving your own church, or maybe new equipment. Whatever it might be, Pastor, we can help you do that, because all these things require funding, which is unfortunately too often in short supply. And this is where we come in. We can come in here and actually go ahead and help you do what we've done for years for so many churches. We've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, where we come in here and raise the much needed funds in literally one single Sunday morning. And so our system is simple. We identify a specific goal for your church and set a financial target. And so let's just say we need $2,000 for that new range, stove, TV, whatever. And then we set the service. We set the date during Sunday service, and only Sunday service, because that's when we have the most people, the most engagement, and the most success. What we do is we start with the 10-minute financial literacy workshop, where we show people the importance of saving for their child's college education, life insurance, etc., things that benefit the church. And as a matter of fact, Pastor, we work with the life insurance companies that will actually allow your own members of the church to leave a little bit to the church, and this life insurance company will match the donation as well. Incredible thing. Then we transition to the fundraiser, and then we just simply let them know that for every person that donates $100 and they bless the church with a donation, we will bless them with a vacation stay in the resort of their choice. Things like Orlando, Cancun, Las Vegas, Puerto Vallarta, or my personal favorite, Pastor, Jerusalem. I was just there this past February, and I think that every single member of your congregation must visit Jerusalem at least once in their lifetime. There's a picture of myself and my wife. We were at the Western Wall. There you can see at the River Jordan, people actually getting baptized while we were there. And so as you can see, if only 20 people donate the $100, we've hit our $2,000 goal. I suspect, Pastor, we can do even better. And again, I just wanted to make sure that this is something you can see the value in. All they need to do is pay for their taxes and transportation. There's no timeshare presentation. And here's the best part. Your church will keep 100% of the funds that we raise, and we pay for every single vacation stay that is awarded. Here's a few of our members, or here are a few of our clients that have been to these things, and they do this for a reason. They trust us, just like we work with police. And then we tie in the police, and there we go, giving presentations inside the roll calls of the police stations, because they trust us, and you can trust us too. Now, dates are filling up very fast, because we only do on average one a month. And I would like to give you preferential access to our calendar for next month. This month is done, but for next, never book anything the same month, by the way. I would like to give you priority access to our calendar for the month of September. And if you are in, then we can go ahead and get this going. And that's that. Very, very simple. So what I'm going to do in the chat box, I'm going to type this in. Now, do me a favor. Don't ever email me or text me during the week asking me for something I gave you during the webinar, please. I don't do that. I guarantee you're not going to get it from me. So go ahead and click on it right now. Save it as a favorite and on and on and on. I don't do that. This is something that you need to do on your end right now to do just that. So anyway, so let me just go ahead and continue with the rest of the presentation. And we should be back. Sales and marketing incentives. Mr. Rep, sales incentives, is it back? Okay, cool. So like I said, that's just an example of the fundraiser. Now imagine schools, PTAs, hospitals, so many other places that you will never have a shortage of business or recruits, because you can do this for your BOPs as well. The way I recruit people is I invite over people to homes. When I'm building somebody, I do a thing called taprooting. So invite 10 people to your home. Now, if I tell you, invite 10 people, friends, family members that would like to sell life insurance, the day of your event, you're probably going to get 0 people there. But when you say, hey, I want you to come listen to somebody that's going to teach you about a great income opportunity, and the best part, we're going to end the event. It's only 40 minutes long with a raffle for 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas, or 4 days, 3 nights in Orlando, or 4 days, 3 nights in Hawaii, for God's sakes. Remember, it's all about getting them there. And then the presenter and the presentation should convert them over as well. Now, I do those with my home opportunity presentations when we're selling IULs to friends and family. And what I do, I keep my word. We do a raffle to Vegas, 4 days, 3 nights. And then I tell them, look, listen, if you didn't win, don't worry about it. Every single person that sits down and consults with me via Zoom, we'll give you the 4 days, 3 nights. And again, you leverage it one more time to get more people in there, and so on, and so on, and so on. And so again, that's just an example of that. Most of them are 4 days, 3 nights in the United States, which include cool places like Branson, Missouri, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Daytona Beach, Williamsburg, Gatlinburg, Las Vegas, Orlando, on and on and on. There are no timeshare presentations that no one needs to go listen to, because everybody hates those things, of course. So we're talking about no timeshare presentations, accommodations for up to 2 adults, accommodations for up to 2 kids as well. And they have 2 years to travel. So what they need to do is when you give it to them, they have 7 days to redeem it. Redeem means I'm going to send you the vacation certificate electronically. You click on the link and you pay for the taxes. And in this example, let's just say the nightly hotel taxes are $150. Once you pay that within the first 7 days, you have 2 years to actually travel, which is pretty cool. Now, I want to just clarify one thing. There's absolutely no timeshare presentation required. However, most resorts, nothing to do with this, but most resorts have some kind of offshoot timeshare thing that they offer everybody when they check in. I had one client go to Orlando with her grandkids, 2 grandkids, and when they were there, beautiful resort, they told her, would you like to learn about our ownership? She said, no, thank you. They're like, okay, no problem. But just so you know, if you do listen to our 2-hour spill, we will give you 4 3-day park hopper tickets to Disney World. And she said, sign me up. And she went to it. She said no, left with her 4 3-day park hopper tickets to Disney World, which were like $1,600. And life was good. And she just called me to brag about it. And so again, if you do it, great. If you don't, great. Doesn't really matter. But that's it. We also do them to Mexico and other countries. And those are, of course, a little longer, 6 days, 5 nights. And the same thing, 5-star beachfront resorts. All of them are beachfront in the Riviera Maya, Puerto Vallarta, Nuevo Vallarta, Mazatlan, Acapulco. And we just added Cabo San Lucas, which is what I was hoping for, because I'm down there 4 or 5 times a year. And now that's part of this as well. So just simply an incredible thing. Now, if you want to get hardcore, we have 125 worldwide vacation destinations in 38 countries. I'm talking about Argentina, Australia. You can read them all yourself. Israel, which is the one that was requested by Mr. Alan Guerra. Thank you. And they threw it up there for us, which has done wonders for the church campaign, and many other places. I'm telling you, I've been to a good portion of these places here, and they're all simply incredible. Absolutely no catch to it. They just have to pay for the hotel taxes, like I told you, and transportation as well. If anybody has any questions, like I said, just interrupt me. Don't chat away. I'm not reading the chats, questions. Unmute yourself and talk. Now, there are two ways that you give this to people. I only use one. One of them is digital. A digital certificate is something that you just need their phone number, name, and email address, and we send it to them electronically. They will get an email, just like the one you see on the screen, saying, what we see right there, hi, Marco Torres, you've been awarded a vacation to Cannes, compliments of Marco and Kathy. Click here to activate it. So you let them know. You're going to get an email letting you know you've been awarded the vacation. Click on it, because then when they click on that link, it opens what you see on the right. It opens up to the website, and it tells them you have 7 days to redeem it. And there's a countdown clock showing them that once the 7 days is over, the offer is gone. Now, the reality is if they forget, they call you and you email them another one. No big deal. So what they're going to do is click on the Activate Now. When they click on the Activate Now, it's going to take them to a checkout screen where they are going to go ahead and, well, check out. They're going to pay their taxes on it. And once they do that, they're going to say, either click here to select your travel dates or save this email so that you can go ahead and come back when you're all ready to select your dates. You have 2 years to travel, which is simply incredible, and they're done. We do have another option, and for this, we have a free, and I emphasize free bot, which is a robot that can issue the printed ones. I don't use them because they look too nice, and they take up way too much damn ink. But if you're going to go do an event, if you're going to go ahead and do something where you're going to want to give them their certificate on the spot, you can print them. They will have their individual certificate number, because when they go to the website to redeem it, it's going to ask them, enter your certificate number. If they input it twice, excuse me, if they input it twice, it will not work. They're all individual. Now, this is important to learn. If you decide to become an affiliate with us, when somebody and it's free, by the way, to become an affiliate, you got to be a member, a client first, then you become an affiliate. Once you become an affiliate, you will actually get paid every time somebody redeems one of these certificates, which is really cool, because what that means is that if I give you a certificate to, let's just say, Las Vegas, and you click on redeem and you redeem it and you're ready to go, I just made $7, $8, $9, $11, up to $15 a pop. So if you do a fundraiser at a church, the church gets $3,000 that were raised. You get 5, 6, 7 pieces of business, 5, 7 IULs. And then of everybody that redeems their vacation, you get paid for that, which is simply incredible. So you can print these out, as you can see, or you can have people issue it to themselves. And I'll show you how we do that right now. The affiliate program that I told you is free. There's nothing to pay, but you do have to be a member of Marketing Boost. You have to be an actual client, if you would. And so all that means is that you're going to get paid 3 different ways. Number one, if I bring George Munoz on board, and George, like he has been with us for years, every month that he stays as a client, I get 40% of his monthly fee. If he paid annual, which is what I encourage all of you to do, then I would get 40% of his annual fee in upfront. I would get less because there's a big discount if you do it annual, but it's better for him because the price is going up. So I hope everybody considers the annual one right now. And so again, so you're going to get paid 3 ways. Number one is 40% of whatever commissions for people that signed up using your affiliate link. You'll have your own affiliate link, which is, again, free. There's nothing to pay. Okay, no monthly, no annual to become an affiliate. It's 100% free. The second way you make money is you're going to go ahead and get paid a portion of every redeemed vacation, like I just explained to you. So when somebody redeems it, boom, you get paid. I get thousands and thousands from just the redemptions that I give away. And then the last way you do that is when you come on board and let's say you recruit somebody and they recruit somebody else below that, then you get for what we would consider a generational override of 10%, which is pretty cool. So you don't even know these people, but you can do that. And then they have a special where they want to give you your dream car. If you get 200 active members of actual people that sell this, then you're going to receive money, if you would, every single month, $500 for your car payment. And if you bump that up, then obviously you're going to go ahead and get a lot more than that as well. So anyways, I'm just, like I told you, In full disclosure, I want to show you everything that there is, as much or as little interest as you might have. I just want to disclose everything. So that's that. Now, here's what I want to show you. There's two ways to do this. There's a guy that charges like $200 to automate how you give these away. Now, the downside of it is that whoever you give it to has to have Messenger, and Facebook has to be working just fine at that moment. So if you scan this with your phone right now, you're going to hopefully talk to my bot on Facebook. Now, this one does cost money because it's a third-party guy that does this. You don't have to have it. You can just simply log in to the portal, type in their name, whoever you want to give this to, their name, their email address, and their phone number, and email it to them. That's all you have to do. The reason I don't like to do that too much is because if you're doing a lot, it takes a lot of time. And when people write down their email addresses, man, it's amazing how crappy their handwriting can be that I don't understand it. And I don't ever want somebody to donate something and not get what we promised them. So I use this one a lot. So this is an example of one way to do it, which is, again, if you need it again, watch the video. The second one I'm showing you is free. Now, this is free. So what Marketing Boost does, they will give you a link for any and every destination you want to give away. The robot that I showed you earlier will actually ask them to choose where they want to go. This one is only for Las Vegas. So this is my personal link that Marketing Boost gives me for, well, I wouldn't say free, but no additional cost. And so anybody that actually scans this or visits my website, what's going to do is just simply generate a randomly, serial number for a different certificate every time. So if I'm giving just Vegas away, at the end of my event, instead of me sitting there emailing people, let's just say I have 20, 30 guests, I would simply say, here, now, as promised, I'm going to give you a free vacation to Las Vegas. This is important if you want to go to the convention in Vegas next year. Why not get a room for free? Well, here's how you can do it. Literally, it's live. So let them do the work. Let them do it, especially when they're not paying anything. They're not donating anything. This is just me saying, hey, as promised, every person that attended today was going to receive a Vegas vacation. Here's what you need to do. Break out your phone, go ahead and take a picture or just scan it right now and go to that website and fill out some basic information, and the vacation is yours. This is what I call low-grade marketing. Low-grade simply means there's no incentive for me to sit here and talk to everybody, because what I'm going to do, if of all the people that are present, if 1, 2, 3, or 10 become clients of mine, what I'll do, I will tell them, look, I'll go ahead and reimburse you for the cost of your taxes, $150 or $180, whatever it might be, depending on where they want to go. And that's how I show my love and appreciation, by giving them that. Now, if it's something, I use this for, mortgages, real estate, IULs, annuities. If it's something juicy, like Alan does this, when he gets a nice juicy deal, he will give them a credit for airfare. And so what I do is I tell them, look, here's $400 cash. I already gave you back your redemption fee, but I want to give you $400 to apply it towards your airfare to Cancun. Let me tell you something. Very quickly, you're going to go from referring people to just simply what I call advocates, people that go out of the way to help you succeed. The second thing I want to talk to you about real quickly is this. It's a hotel savings card. It comes in denominations of $1, $2, $3, and $500 that literally people apply towards their hotel bill. It's really cool. You can give away as, now remember guys, unmute yourself. If you have a question, please do that. Okay, George. Okay, of course, George. How do we contact your guy? Okay, I'll give you his contact information. I just lowered the price from $350 to $200 because of the volume of people that I'm bringing him. Now, somebody here is asking me, Steve and Brian, 24 months or 18 months? It's 24 months to travel, 2 years. That got bumped up to 24 months because of COVID. Please unmute yourself, guys. Any questions? So like I said, these are hotel cards you just give away. Literally give them away. And when you do that, what it's going to do is give them the opportunity to apply this when they book it through this website for the same reason, purchasing power, and all that other good stuff.
Javier,
go ahead.
This is Alan. The point that you made right now about going the extra mile and offering to actually offer to refund or give them a voucher or credit for the travel, for the airplane. That definitely works. I only do that for VIP clients, and when I've done it, for example, a couple of times, it actually, that's what for example, the Kaizen for $25,000 that I just submitted, that was a direct result of someone that I helped get to Cabo. So it absolutely works.
Thank you, sir. And I can't tell you how proud I am of what Alan has done for his clients, for himself, and for our team, because he has validated so much. Go to Alan Guerra, look for him on Facebook, and look at some of his videos, and you'll see the testimonials. All he does is he tells his clients, look, I'm going to help you get there. All I ask is that you record a 30-second video saying, hey, my agent, Alan Guerra, got me here to Cancun, and maybe looking at the ocean, facing the pool or something like that. And he's got tons of them. He's doing a great job of that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alan. And so again, with these hotel savings cards, it's the same thing. It's just that you just give it to them. We're talking about 1 million hotels and resorts worldwide, from the fancy ones from the Ritz-Carlton to the Holiday Inn, including car rental and so many other things as well, that you could literally just give them to a printout copy, or what I like to do, electronically. Don't waste anything. And you can give as many of these as you want at no additional cost to you. Very, very simple. All they need to do is activate it, and then they use those whatever money you gave them, $300, $500, to pay or apply it towards the actual cost. And you'll see how it costs right here. So this one, it's a nice fancy little hotel. It goes $339 a night. Well, you gave them the $100 card, they're going to reduce it by $100 to $239, or whatever the case might be. It's a great, great thing that you do, and you don't have to pay anything additional to be able to do that. But I want to get to my favorite part here in just 1 second, the food. And so anyways, it works all over the world, no matter where they're going. I'm actually going to Europe twice. We have a couple of trips still planned for this year. I'm going to be in, where the hell are we going to be? We're going to be in November. We're going to be in London, and then we're going to be in Dublin. We're going to go to the Guinness factory in Ireland. Then we're going to come back home. And then in December, I'm turning around and flying right back to Eastern, not just Eastern, but we're going to go to Germany for the Christmas markets. If you've never been to a Christmas market in Europe, let me tell you something. You need to go, whether it be your kids, your spouse, you got to come see a real Christmas market, not Alpine Village. I'm talking about a real. And so we're going to be going back to that. We're going to visit Marcella's mom, brother, and so on. And we're going to be traveling. I'm renting a van, and we're just being everywhere. And so anyways, the point is that I'm renting hotels. This is what I'm using, because I don't need the plane tickets. We're going to be driving everywhere. So I'm using it for my rental car. I think I'm paying $89 a day, but for a van, which is usually like $250, they're very expensive. It works. Lastly is this, Dining Advantage. I don't know if any of you remember, they still sell it. They used to sell a coupon book called Entertainment, and it usually was called Entertainment 99 for $19.99, or Entertainment 2000 for the year two. Every year it comes out as a fundraiser. So usually, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, churches sell it, and you give them, I don't know, $40, $50 for the whole book, and it's got a bunch of little coupons you tear out from your regional area, LA, San Diego, whatever. And it's usually 2 for 1 or 50% off specials. And it's being sold forever in America. Well, now it's digital. Now it's called Dining Advantage, part of Entertainment. It's got 55,000 restaurants to choose from. You just type in your zip code or let it find you. And so the way these works, it will give you all the coupons, like right there, like when I was with George, like I mentioned earlier, I was explaining it to him because he had never used it. And so he asked me, do you think this restaurant is on it? I go, I don't know. I broke out my app. I opened it up. I hit find me. It found me. It says, boom, the restaurant you're at, 50% off your bill, not including alcohol. And boom, just like that, 50% came off the bill just by showing them my phone. And literally, they just simply say, oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you. And that was it. Very, very simple. So even if you use it for your own sake, just do that. Fancy. I love Maggiano's. If anybody's been, we did our last leadership there. I love Maggiano's Little Italy, or maybe you're more of a McDonald's type of person. I don't know. Everything is there. Everything, no matter where you're traveling throughout the United States. Why pay full price when you don't have to? And you can give these away like it's candy. So these, of course, they do have to activate them. I think it's $8.95 for the entire year. They're done. They activate the app with $8.95 that you can even pay for them if you wanted to, but people will love you all day long. Training materials, we have a ton, and I do mean a ton of stuff. Facebook marketing, we do have a Facebook marketing page that I would encourage everybody to join. You also get a lot of the stuff that you see here. when you come on board, Facebook secrets. I mean, just a bunch of other stuff on YouTube. They have a channel or a group, I should say, on Facebook. They have Instagram ads. I mean, just a lot of different stuff that I would recommend. This is actually one of the mastermind that took place in Cancun. I was there with Alan, as a matter of fact, because again, I'm one of the ones that uses this the most. And then they moved everything to quarterly mastermind webinars. So I think they're monthly now. Yeah, monthly. It's just simply incredible. So, like I said, what I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it up with is show you how this ties into life insurance in just 1 second. And you can go ahead and just take it from there. There's a bunch of videos that are not branded, meaning that they're just Las Vegas or Orlando or whatever that you get for free. All you simply do is post them on Facebook and say, hey, everybody that has a $1 million baby or a college funding or maybe a retirement consultation with me, here they are. These are the videos that you will get 100% free, done for you. You just need to do the post itself. And so, like I said, you also get paid. If they redeem to Mexico 1 through 10, you get $7 off certificate, 11 to 24.10, over 24, $15, and everything else that you see. So how much is this worth? I was paid $197 a month, $197. They reduced it to only $37 a month or $347 for the year because of the pandemic, but they're about to raise it again. And so there's a platinum membership you don't need. Only go for gold. Gold is the cheapest one, and it's all you need for the certificates, the hotel cards, and the restaurant vouchers. Only go for gold. Do not buy the more expensive one. Go for gold. If you prepay for the whole year, you get 1 extra month for free. Plus, you get everything that I mentioned earlier, especially this. This is the birthday connector, which I encourage everybody to leverage. What it does is you install the plugin to your Facebook or your Chrome or whatever browser you do, and every day, automatically, it will send a happy birthday with your own image to whoever is a friend of yours on Facebook that has a birthday, and you never have to remember that again. Pretty cool. And so let me just fast forward it because I want to go through all this. Like I said, all these bonuses, $347 if you prepay for the whole year, which I would encourage you to do, or just go for the monthly one. Either way, you're going to start $37 a month. You're going to go to marketingcertificates.us. You could start with the free 7-day trial. All you need is your email address, your name, and a credit card. They will not charge it unless you don't, unless you just simply, cancel it, which you can. Let me tell you something. If you're not going to use this, if you don't believe in it, don't get it. Please don't get it. But if you do, go ahead and go there. You can go to marketingcertificates.us, which is the website, or you can just simply scan this one that will take you exactly where you need to go. Also, I'm going to send you, well, here, I have a website that I put together where we're uploading all of our Canva templates. Canva is an online digital design platform that you can see. These are all for life insurance related, flyers, postcards, everything in social media. All of these fit in social media. If you want to go after teachers, medical workers, we have some coming for churches. You just click on it, change this name to your name and your phone number and your license number. You're fully compliant. You're in business. This is where you're going to go to actually visit the resources. That's what it's called. So go ahead and scan this. If you missed any of these links, don't call me, don't text me, don't email me. Go to our YouTube channel, which is, of course, ffsonyoutube.com, and you'll see it there in about 3-4 hours. FFS on youtube.com. That's our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like the video, and you'll get all the information you wanted to do that. Also, we have a Facebook page for Marketing Boost that's corporate. This is the official one on Facebook. You can see different ideas. You can go ahead and visit that. And then, of course, marketingcertificates.us is where you're going to go. Any questions before I wrap it up? Because we're about to finish it here.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have the regular member one, and you mentioned that you could, I try to do the affiliate, but it said I don't have a login. So how do you join the affiliate one once you're already a member?
Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your log into Marketing Boost, right? The regular one. On the upper right-hand side, it'll say affiliates. Click on affiliate login, and then it's going to ask you for email and password. Below it, it says sign up. Little small letter, sign up. Click on sign up, and that's where you sign up.
Okay, and you don't have to pay again then. It's already automatic.
Just keep the same email. It's going to email you a generic password. Just change it to your same password as the other Marketing Boost login so you don't have to be confused like me.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, guys. But if no one has any other questions, I want to say thank you for all that you do.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so do we go to marketing boosting all the marketingcertificate.us to register?
Yeah, marketingcertificates.us to start. and I'm going to get an email of all the people that joined, and I'm going to add you to my personal email list because we're going to do another training on just how to customize Canva, social media, and everything else as well. Okay, so go to marketingsuperfocus.us.
So how do we send you our emails? Because I kind of texted the text and it only sent me the link on a text.
For which one?
You said getting the emails. I remember when you were in the convention, that's when you send us the number to text. So that is how we got this link. So I don't remember.
Yes. Okay, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Just sign up, and I'm going to pull up my downline, and you'll be on that list. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Javier,
Go
I
ahead.
previously had an account under you, but it's not active right now. So you're saying, what is the current price for the membership?
$37 a month. 37.
Okay,
So just go to marketingcertificate.us and start all over again. You can do that. Okay?
okay, thank you.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I got to get going.
Can I just ask one quick question?
Go
Because I
ahead.
just tried to search you guys on YouTube. You
Yes.
said it's under FFS.
FFS on YouTube.com. FFS on YouTube.com.
Oh,
No,
I thought you just said
No.
search for
All right.
FFS. I'm glad I
Got it.
asked. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend.